They've been making their way up toward long as a significant group, actually. A quad group push, and Kios actually with the opening frag of this.
Way back forward, you can already hear some shots clanging off. Stair decides to peek from connector, drops one, and the bomb on top of it. A very crucial frag, and he's able to just dip out of harm's way. But it's a great bait because you think that's one. There's a second man lurking. LAN only good for the single, though. Isaac, a clinic shot that lands GamerLegion a massive advantage in this round.
Yeah, just round to Stair, and he can't connect with that first kill. Emma spams him down with a P250, and they
Should we scream on the topic of that, right? I'm wondering, maybe production can whisper in our ears how close they are to one another. Because obviously, if me personally, Trav, maybe I'm just a toxic UK player, and that's exactly why I'm going to say what I'm going to say. Great shot from LAN. I don't think it's going to be for any more, though. At least it shouldn't be. It's a brilliant flash in the end, dude. I was going to say, if they're right next to one another, right? Like, I'm screaming every single round. I'm trying to get in the heads of Sprout as much as I can if I'm Shuey, because, you know, younger caller, maybe refresh, more experience, and, well, the experience pays off. It's now a 2v3, so as much as he was screaming in the pistol, and my idea of making things tilting as quickly as possible, this one...
An opening, but of course they are baiting each other in on truck right now, trying to tap down the Deagle, and does, and actually finds Siphon as well, and he's still got 50 health to spare. This is an unbelievable recovery.
Did he tap the bomb there?
Yes, he did.
Isaac. Oh, yeah, he's so going to fall for this hook, line, and sinker. Oh, Stair. What are you doing? This time goes for the stick. It's a tap away. Isaac continues to spam out, but Stair just shoots. I don't get why people do this, because it just gives it away. Isaac tucks up. Stair has to run away. The fact that it's a 3v2, the fact that Refresh gets 2 kills with the M4 out on long, and it still means nada in the grand scheme of things. There you go, fist bumps all around.
And a long day of BO1s. If there are any BO3s in the action here, there would be certainly a lot of pressure. Kios plays with the angle really nicely here, and the headshot that he hit on Xiphon was enough just to aim punch him super hard as he had no helmet. So Kios does really well there to get away with a 1-for-1. And it looks like they're going to be charging through this Molotov actually in toward B, and Stair actually gets 2 from that.
In the previous round, right, where Sprout had a 3v2, and it still ended with disaster in that scenario. Great shot from Emmett. Slack's responsible of his own. NA Molly. Emmett, unfortunate stuff, mate. Gonna have to run into your death. It feels like 15 seconds. I mean, unless if you can squeeze out a bomb plant, which is not looking too good. It's another kill. LAN is gone. Stair wants to take the fight around Pillar, though. Swings to the left.
And then GamerLegion just scraped across the line. Short control, which I mention so often, is something that Kios will take immediately, but with no reward. Refresh.
Smoke in on Monster. Shuey, very messy. Fortunately, his teammate is kind of there to bail him out and trade. So in the grand scheme of things, it's not too impactful. Refresh could have had a massive round. Instead, fizzled out by Isaac. Stair takes first contact, especially. Oh, it's into the molly. That's genius. Swings out, finds one. A-core, 1v2. It's doable.
It's very doable. He is in pit, though, and that's not an easy position to get 2 kills from. Of course, he's not on the AWP either, and yes, Slacks finds him just about as he transitions over. It's absolutely fine. Yeah, I actually have an Alienware monitor that has like a... I mean, it's hard to explain exactly how it is, but it also does have the RGB that shines on the picture of... Actually, a poster of Overpass, funnily enough, behind my...
Is that from
setup.
Mr. Wheezy T?
It actually isn't, but it's. I have one of his anyway. I have one of his, and I have a separate one that I got from Etsy. I'll share those with you one day, Retro. They are very cool. I think he knows exactly what he's doing right now. He's behind the play toward mid. This is going to be a free kill. Lovely burst toward Emma. No chance. Romanian on Romanian violence, unfortunately, but that was always going to happen. A-core creeping around in connector. Stair playing a very tough angle to find, but Shuey still hits it in the end. He calls 2v3, and there's only 35 seconds to go. So, oh, okay. Now, X doesn't seem to realise that long could be a possibility. I mean, I don't blame him. They are very split up right now. It's a weird round coming in for both these two teams, to be fair. GamerLegion, Shuey and A-core all over the place, and there goes the bomb. And look how far A-core is away. I mean, this round's over.
Yeah,
that was a
short, right? It's out towards in the monster pipe, and you've got 8 seconds left, and you've only just entered short water.
That smoke up. Trying to make something happen on the edge of it. A-core looking like he wants to peek past it, but he gets peeked just before that. Imma gets some revenge from that previous round. Definitely. He might actually get caught in the open here. He's flashed off the angle and has to actually aggress further through bathroom. This could be a big problem. Isaac's looking at it, and the quick flick close up is going to give him no chance at all. And in the end, the utility...
panicked is they've still got money to work with, right? Slacks is at 9 grand nearly. LAN and Stair both have enough with the loss bonus behind it to buy them.
think Machine said Lawless at the major a couple of times. I think Sponge
Yes.
did too, and he said he was fine with it. So both are fine in his book, and if that has that got you any success?
Absolutely not.
Slacks in connector gets a lovely second flick. Shuey will drop. That's a superb shot to take. Kios. Quick fire trade off the top of the stairs, and Stair plays the smoke fade as well. That is often the way to go. Advantage for his team. Refresh is going hunting. It's a little bit dangerous. He could easily give up a situation here, but I think he realized exactly what was going on. He heard the timings, and that's unfortunate timings on that one, though. His first set of timings were good. His second, I believe that Tyson's playing a line, which means he may be able to see the feet and actually be able to go for it, but even though the spray is late, one sorted out. Oh, Max actually hits that shot, and in the end, okay, it's Refresh to get both. Kios and Isaac are absolutely nowhere. We can see on the minimap right now where they've gone down. I think that was just a monster smoke spray, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not entirely sure, actually. We didn't catch that whatsoever. It might have been in con. Yeah, you can see Refresh is in that position there. Just takes both of them, but Slacks actually does get found by Shuey, and now Shuey's got control here. And Shuey maybe at least get one more kill. Doesn't want to pull out his utility as of yet, and he'd be smart not to because he gets that free frag on Stair, but unfortunately, Emma wasn't there quick enough. And Launex, Shuey was not given an opportunity to throw his utility and maybe hold off a couple of these players. Emma goes for the long-range spray. Zyphon takes him out. And as the reload comes in, that might be when Sprout choose to defend it because GamerLegion are choosing to pounce on it. Emma and Kios clean up everyone toward Monster, but 10 seconds. They have to hurry up with the plant. I think they're going to manage it. They're fine. They delay it, and they get their reward.
Oh, Stair. How does he get away with one? And a good tag. Emma, well-placed HE. One in response from Slacks, but it doesn't do nearly as much.
Both of them miss a shot like that. The chance on that one, maybe a bit of a blurry scope. Launex goes for the frag, takes it. He is very blind for the follow-up, though. The timing, I think, on Stair's flash was a little bit off there. Maybe that's just me. Standoff in Monster. There are 3 players on one side and 2 players on the other. Smoke fade being played. Refresh only gets 1.
Brilliant.
Smoke fade is so hard to guess and counter, but Slack is still on the site, dancing around the pillar. Another player's coming his way. That is Shuey. He tags him through the edge of that pillar, actually. Shuey's going to jump up and try and do some work, but that's a beautiful shot toward Acor, and Slacks finishes it off. Big round. Here's the norm. 10 is going to be a success, I would say. But GamerLegion on their CT halves, which have been very consistent in recent...
3 seconds. It's the final moment of this round. They've got to make pressure up. They've alleviated some of it. That Zyphon with a tag. It's Refresh this time that plays on pillar. There's your first kill. 12 seconds. You need to cut out the site. You need this bomb plant. Isaac and Kios do provide. It's a plant behind the sandbags. They think the volley is enough. It sure as hell isn't. As now they settle into the post plant for the final time here on the CT side. They are going to make their move here. Slacks is going to spot Kios as he heads into water. There's your first. A molly towards short to segregate these 2 players, to split them apart, but Slacks with a missed shot leaves it all down to Stair. There's his first, but needs a second. Sees where the bomb's planted for. It's got to be planted for short, mate. It's obvious that it's there, and Swing Out will give the information. Goes for the tag. Stair this time sticks. Will he turn around? Does he bite it? He does, but Acor hits the shot. It's a good R from GamerLegion. It's a strong T side, which was their falter against
map. Shuey even looking for the boost coming in there, over the top of it, looking for the utility, but in the end, Kios actually gets completely overwhelmed with the flashbang coming in from Refresh, and that's a beautiful tap long range from Slacks. Immo is very stuck. Even though he has 30 bullet clip of these dual Berettas, he's not going to get away with a single kill. Launex takes him out comfortably, and now there could be a knife coming in here. Do they want to go for it? Oh, Stair, you spoiled sport. That was a free knife kill and free money. Come on. I believe in you next time. Don't let me down. Anyway, important pistol. There's so much utility being used in mid that Launex could spring a surprise, but Shuey just checks it at the right time. Imma stuck in bathroom, doesn't exactly know which way to shoot, and he gets taken out by Zyphon. Disgusting shot. Refresh takes 1. But Shuey seals it.
That has landed in prime positions. I think he's coming out one start. Does take the first fight. There's your first. A second could be on the table. Zyphon tries to make the noise if he's jumping up, but miss spray. Shuey just about holds on. And you can see me as well. They were like, oh, do you want a bottle of water? I was in Europe. Oh, yeah, do you want a bottle of water? And I was like, yeah, I'll take it. And then, yeah, it was sparkling. And by then, like, I couldn't get water anywhere else.
Working his way toward long, there's a player in the cubby. The question is, will he hard clear him? And he does. That's a really good frag to take. Take some damage, but in a forward, he could just find a second.
Fires the shot, moves away. 20 seconds now. It's a B push. Refresh. That is absurd.
Okay.
6 points of health from Refresh. Could just give Sprout 12. They've just got to play time as Refresh nails another shot. Acor's down to 8 points of health. There's no chance.
You don't see that every day. And I really thought that even the rotating players coming in had a chance to retake that.
Full house of weaponry, and it's not looking strong for GamerLegion, especially when both players are herded up into water. Siphon, while blind through the wall, will find Shuey and Isaac. Sure, he was on a deagle to begin with. He gets the upgrade to the M4. He does play the angle in Splinter. Excuse me, Isaac, where's that come from? 2 kills, HiGHLiGHTS removed from Slack's AWP, but it's still level pegging.
That right now. Spots the angle, tries to spray stare right through the edge, and he makes it happen. Imma, in the end, bails him out. And now Slacks is caught in the open. Has a smoke, but there's no point putting out utility now. Pulls the trigger on the first shot, and he's getting jumped on. Hits the first quick scope, and oh my goodness. Look at the reaction from Isaac.
How many questions can he how many people could he kill from this position? That's the question. Spots your first. There it is. But he doesn't split the second. It's out on short. There's a player that goes deep, but Stare will resume the position of heaven. Kio's position compromised, and with a player in the heavens and a lurk out on short, it's all hands tied for GamerLegion as you jump into the jaws of Refresh. HiGHLiGHTS. Shuey will catch off Siphon, but LAN with a double. It's Chaos through the smoke, and Sprout made light work. A timing from Stare on low HP, a ridiculous, a ludicrous approach to overpass, and it gives Sprout hope. No police cars go by, so I've never had that issue, but 100% I could see that being a problem. And well, Stare, he's gotten away with gimmicks twice in a row now.
The back of dice, making a lot of presence right now is Refresh. He's going to leap through that smoke, and yeah, time is a big problem because B is actually the focal point in this play. Good frag from Cypher, but he's just the only one there, and yeah, it's going to be an easy cleanup. Always going to be someone disappointed. I would say GamerLegion perhaps don't necessarily have the pedigree yet of a Sprout, Big, or Ents, even though they had that run at the major, so you know, they're slightly fresher than I think those other teams. Zidge. 35 seconds to go, and Sprout have to make the call, and it will be a call toward the B bomb site. Shuey's on a fast flank toward the connector position, but in the end, it finishes as quickly as it started. Line. If they pounce right now, I think it would be the correct call. Morton will come in for the toxic barrel. HiGHLiGHTS gets his one, but Refresh trades it, and he takes Isaac as well. There goes the 5-7. There goes Kios at the hands of Zai planted. There's no utility to force him off of it. And they know they've got a player stuck toward ABC as well. Imma finds one, and actually Shuey gets another as well. But their health is not looking great whatsoever. Barely 60 between them. Knows that they're close. Actually goes down to Shuey. So now it's actually going to be Refresh on the clutch. So this has gone a bit closer than I expected, but it's a very easy clutch, you could say. But now he's down to 5 points of health himself. He'll get jumped at by Shuey. I believe there's time for the D.
Refresh has to take the deduction down to a GamerLegion. But I will say one thing, and that is that it all chips to the middle of felt in number 29, not in number 30. And a great shot from HiGHLiGHTS after a very responsive Slacks on the AWP means a 1-for-1 on the big greens, and Isaac actually finding another. Sprouter a man down. Siphon going to join his teammate out on short. LAN getting tapped down by Isaac. 2v4.
And don't forget, it was a 4v2 for Sprout. In the round they could have won to seal the BO1. So things are changing. Swing could go on further. Imogen would, of course, stick on the CT side as well. There goes the AWP. Control Molly from the CT side. We're on the line. Oh, Stare takes him. Even though he's 4 HP, he's now looking at Stare.
By a bomb out towards toilets. LAN first kill. Shuey trades. Oh, Shuey. That's brilliant. Finally taken down by Slacks, who tries to bring something to life. 5 seconds.
Oh, no.
Teammate burns to the molly, and a tap will bring us to overtime. GamerLegion feel the hype. It's 3. Potency from Shuey, where he needed most the HiGHLiGHTS to step up, and Slacks is caught on his lonesome, basically forcing his team to over-rotate towards B because they know the direction. A second kill. It's Isaac that finds success. Now he dips back into water. Kios with a third. Stare will finally trade. It's a 2v5 to begin with, though. Maybe Refresh can chime in as well, but a lot of the heavy lifting has to be done on him, and unfortunately he's gone down. It's now a 1v2 because Refresh is now the first of 3, and that shouldn't be doable. Certainly now that he's spotted, we'll try and take the first fight, and Shuey's able to swing in. Ash is getting hyped. Shuey wins. Got to be careful because players are fast approaching, in fact, out towards the site. It's going to be a first fight that HiGHLiGHTS wins out. Slacks on the AWP will find one on long. It's a pincer maneuver, meaning 2 for 2, but the bomb coughed up in the middle of nowhere. Plenty getting tagged up from behind. causing more issues. Kios won't stick around. Instead, Stair getting dropped by Shuey. A great trade from Zyphon. 2v2. Now the priority has to be that C4.
Yeah, 24 seconds. He'll get it down toward truck, safe. LAN looking to go for the entry, and that is beautiful. And look how far away Kios was himself a 1 versus 2. He's got a smoke. He's got a kit. Laurenex is still there. He drops down, which means he gives himself some inaccuracy. And Zyphon's playing a very aggressive line there. He's sticking himself in the open, but he's so confident that he's going to hit that shot.
In this tournament as of so far. But Isaac's opened things up. Laurenex taken it down to 4. Need to make up for that disadvantage.
God, that's a great opening frag, and oh my goodness, the quick scope. But even though Imma comes in to help towards perfect time here, this is brilliant for Shuey. There's grenade damage coming in towards Zyphon and Slax as well. He can pounce at any point, and in the end, he isn't even needed. Isaac takes both of them, and it's a 2-1. You always feel like you have a chance of sweeping it on CT. I think Sprout will be feeling it on this opportunity now, and that's a really nice pick from Slax. Laurenex going aggressive toward long as well. What's his timing like? That's a wrong way from Acor. Thankfully, Shuey switches back, and he has the opportunity to recover the bomb pretty quickly as well. So Isaac's possibly advanced up connector. Now he has. He can pre-fire Stair, but no, the strafe to the left catches Isaac off.
I think they'll meet their matchmaker very, very soon.
Yeah, there's no much chance here. Shuey, even through the smoke, doesn't even give me the chance to do anything. Kios will get spammed as well. Stair gets it, and they're hyped on the Sprout side against Havu. And how ridiculous those clutches were. We could be about to see the cloak.
Sprout OT was probably quite unorthodox considering the primary position that they were in. And Slax now has a second frag. Isaac will respond. I mean, that's the AWPer eliminated, but Laurenex might just be overlooked in this whole regard. One player on long, a double push towards toilets, and there you go. Laurenex pounces to find one more. Isaac turns, and that's Stair's cue to swing. One man for the base of front toilets. Just claim the control as best as you can and force the hand of Sprout just like that. Acor, an important first one.
Angle on the railing on short. Spam comes in from Isaac. Refresh will, I say, avoid it. Never mind, he's been taken out. It's all down to Zyphon. Gets one, gets two. Beautiful spray control. And Slax. Oh no! What a time to miss a shot like that. Goes to the P250, and now look how low he is. He has to escape. And Incendiary will keep him at bay. It's all very nervy. To group up as a 3 right now, GamerLegion, in toward Monster, and a tag comes through, but no more than that. And now Stair. How is he going to play this one? He's been spotted. Gets both of the spray down, but he doesn't know where the third player is. And Isaac saves it for GamerLegion. What a round. Gets the FAMAS and an M4, both low. We've come a long way since then, haven't we? So much wobbly Counter-Strike. It's unbelievable. These guys finally are fallible and feel the nerves. They are human after all. Slax with a lovely pick toward Kios, making up for the previous round. And this is going to be a clean one for Sprout coming in. Shuey is last alive. He's going to go for the duel, and he will actually win it out. But Slax was always going to be there for the trade, and that's it. Give me more. We're rushing toward B. Hell yeah. Slax, can he defend? Flashbang is perfectly timed. Shuey gets the entry. Zyphon trades it. Grenade comes in from Stair. Easily takes Kios, and Slax is still alive. But he's so blind on Pillar, and finally he'll be finished off towards short. But Stair is still here, and look at the health on Shuey. Acor wins that duel, though, and that could be the difference maker. Laurenex creeping in. Both players very low. Barely 30 health between them. There's one, and he knows where Acor was planting on the edge of the site, but Acor wins it.
One's on the stream today. Closest game we had beforehand was a 19-15. This one runs deep into second OT. Stair collects one, refresh, a second Zyphon. He'll be able to help his team out and Slax. Acor and Isaac left closer, 20-19. 1 round guarantees the third OT. 2 would claim a win. And a great shot from Slax through the bottom left-hand corner of that smoke. The open smokes haven't put him out. It's just to create space. 1 counter molly to force the low possession away. Shuey's flashed, and it's a first kill for Slax. Ime will find refresh. Laurenex finds an important kill. It's an integral sight hold. Acor on the AWP, only good for 1. Can't scoop a second. It's Kios and Isaac, 2v3. 13 seconds for the penultimate kill of the round comes in. And Stair will do it by elimination.
With that right-click jump flash, he almost gets the timing on that frag as he falls away, but Stair, Acor says no. Stair goes for the spam through the bathrooms, and Acor, the hero of the game so far. Stair, top fragger, is out. Imma in connector, gets himself 1. He's caught between a rock and a hard place, and the hard place takes him down.
Zyphon goes third. all three players on short. A great shot in the back of Zyphon. Two players, one now left. Acore, great job with the AWP, can't quite make it the last. But LAN, he won't be able to make this round stick. It's 20 on the board for GamerLegion. They're boiled in the mid-round here.
3 players on toward B. Oh my goodness, the timing for refresh is absolutely awful. He looks to the side. Strike at this late level of a game can descend to. You have to go for unexpected swings. LAN will give up his life to Acore as he swings past pillar. 4v3. We could be going more here. Acore will continue to dance. 25 seconds on the clock. He sees another player towards short. He hears the pre-fire one tap. In the end, he does peek in towards Slacks though. There is a player in water to worry about. 9 seconds to go. Shui is still dancing around. Bomb will go down. He's staying silent. And that could be the way to get us to a third OT. Imma, 7. Goes for the spray, but he's out of bullets and can't peek at the right time. There goes for it, but Shui takes him. And it's all down to Zyphon knowing exactly where he is. Great opening frag. And he's got away from the spray through the smoke as well. You never know. If he can find it at the last second, there's a chance. No! He needed 1 bullet, but it's not to be. Little did he know how
Smoke played in short. They did it earlier on. Wasn't too successful. Trying it this time, but there goes Chaos. Isaac, let's at least get that trade on towards refresh, but...
My question, look at him as position. You know it's not going to be A. Like, I don't know. Mate, I am confuzzled. Isaac will find Zyphon, 3v3 Imma. If he doesn't check close to his right, he will be dead meat and stare. Cook him up quite nicely. Now with Sprout in the post plant, the bomb. Third of the way gone. Slacks with one, refresh the other. Sprout, advantage in over. I feel like there's no losing, especially how good their CT side has been looking in some cases. Refresh and Zyphon both getting caught after Shui's M4.
Shui's kind of giving it a glance, but Imma's close on the other side, and there we go. Perfect crosshair placement, but he's running away. And yes, he had no clue that Imma was close up. The Romanian duel goes Imma's way. Stare is left last alive. Angle being held by the AWP. Actually misses the shot, but there are too many players to face. They're back even again at 22 apiece. No one
comment on. It's so back and forth. It's like 1 minute you're in, next minute you're out. Slacks, opening kill, AWP towards Monster.
I know, man. With 2 players this low, it's almost... There you go. I mean, now one of them's gone, but Slacks came out Monster. Slacks came out Monster at the perfect time. Boxing past pillar. One will go down on the edge of pillar, actually, not on default exactly. Kios will take LAN. That's a big frag back in response. That's a low HP player, but Stare is stepping up again. Look, checks water, does good damage to Shui, but not enough. Both players have kits, as they should. But no smoke for the bomb, if I'm not mistaken. Only a flash for Monster. It's a great flash, though. And Zyphon gets free-fired, and of course he gets both of them.
In this scenario, it's 3 rounds, one of which has 20 seconds left that make the difference. Timing favors Shui. Kios goes to the hands of Refresh and a 4 versus 4. But it's turmoil towards B as Refresh drops. The bomb carrier goes once more. And Shui's fake, all a ploy, but does not work out for GamerLegion. 23-23.
Shui can only
4v5. There's a man in middle of no man's land, and it basically leaves your Slacks in isolation. It's Stare that falls early. Shui a second? Surely not. 2
Was
rounds.
that the UK
like
Premier game?
Yeah,
Which is
UK
XL or something like that?
Like 60, 63, 65, something like that. We're a third of the way there, so you know, if we want to make a statement, let's set a record. Let's set the bar as Sprout. That's brilliant from Slacks. Pulls out the pistol. He knows the last is low, and Slacks holds on. Look at the screams. Look at the passion. Execute, and it's do or die for GamerLegion. One man of Stare, another in LAN. He's been quiet, but this is the time to get vocal and a crossfire like no other. This is no B play. This is an A push. It's all on Stare. Shui did it to them before. Can Stare deliver?
Yes.
Oh, Stare. Yes, he can. Deagle drawn. Could be another. Shui playing with fire, and you will get burned. GamerLegion, 3 overtimes, but it sure as shit isn't enough. A Sprout 25-23, and a long-drawn game ends in heartbreak for GamerLegion.
Oh my goodness, what a way to end the A-Stream matches of the day. Absolutely fantastic stuff from both these 2 teams. This is the future, guys. Remember this game and remember this result. You've got the core of Sprout, Zyphon, Stare, LAN, even, Refresh is the oldest player on the team and he's only 24. You've got the youngsters on GamerLegion. Both these teams made the major. Both these teams are insanely young, insanely talented.